Sustainability is the biggest ongoing issue that fashion faces. Now we also have COVID-19 affecting the world and impacting the fashion world, which of course no one was or could have been prepared for. And there has been the immediate shock to the fashion system, the fashion world, but it's also going to force rapid changes in the long term, so we'll see what those will be. But the fashion industry itself has needed big changes for a long time and can't continue to go on the way it has been. It's been producing so much stuff and the cycles have just got faster and faster. And I've been thinking for a while myself that it just can't go on like this, and it's not going to be long before the wheels come off and it goes off the rails. All the fashion companies across the world have variations of the fashion cycle, and with the ever increasing pressure to increase profits each year and the constantly changing, I'll call them trends for the lack of the right word, the big mass fashion companies have ditched kind of traditional seasons and are producing year round and dropping these pieces on a faster and faster weekly, daily basis. For instance, a celebrity wears a stunning designer green dress one day and then pictures of it go viral and everyone loves it. Companies like ASOS will then quickly respond by producing green dresses and dropping a range of them onto their website. Companies such as Target want to have a quick shelf life for their clothing products, and so they quickly turn over stock. They don't buy deep on some products to encourage high demand and quick sell-through like you would with a designer. But each week, some of the pieces will enter a price change cycle. And the pieces that they choose depends on the item's popularity, i.e. the sales figures, the time on the shop floor, and whether it is a trend or a basic piece. And there are 3 rounds of discount before an item then goes salvage and it gets removed from the store. So this discount cycle makes room for all the new styles that are constantly dropping almost on a daily basis. Fashion designers who show on the catwalks have not been immune to the increasing time pressures. What was previously like a 2 collection per year system has now long gone, and there's now this ever-present pressure to stay more current, more relevant, and create this like desire through newness. Additional collections have been added, so that's things that are called like cruise lines, resort, pre-fall, pre-spring. And so when you see that autumn winter is going into sale and the brand is waiting for spring collections to arrive and drop in store, that's when you'll see the pre-collections in that middle section. You won't see huge catwalk presentations for these pre-collections. Whether you think it's because of global warming or not, the seasons in the world, well, in some places like the UK, they've kind of like blended into one, like autumn and winter is kind of the same thing. And pre-fall and pre-spring are a great way of providing like a seasonless offer. They kind of meet like a blended of the 2 seasons. And seasonless offers are kind of better because they're kind of more relevant as well for like the brands to meet the needs of clientele that like travel to hot places in the middle of winter or live in different climates. They're also a more commercial offering for big brands, which is important for the buyers, as these collections are like the most likely to be in the shops. Like, so if you're shopping away from their flagship store, you most likely see this commercial pre-season collection. There are fashion companies out there who are trying to figure out a way of doing the fashion world in their own way and trying to balance keeping up and slowing it down. Fashion brand Teatum Jones have not been on the block for a huge amount of time, but they're already having a big impact in the fashion world. They seem to be conscious of the impact that fashion has on the world and also the impact that they can make as a fashion brand. So Teatum Jones, on their website, they describe pillars or core values to the brand, and one of the pillars they they call a slower approach to fashion. And they describe how they've decided to slow down our entire creative development process by choosing to study our collection narratives, themes, or subjects for the duration of a year. This compares with other brands who have new narratives for themes or themes for each of their main collections per year. So Teatum Jones designs 4 collections across 2 seasons, and we creatively develop these as part 1 and part 2 of one annual story. By giving themselves more time with one concept over the year, it's enabling them to approach the logistics of fabric in a different way as well, and the fabrics they use across seasons. And if you think about other collections, that designers put out there, they use different fabrics in each collection, so it's like really varies from one to another. Another brand that's taken their fashion collections in a different direction is Fenty Maison by Rihanna. And Abby Aqua, in an article in the 2019 November US Vogue, talked to Rihanna about the decisions she made for her new fashion house. And what caught my attention is the way she is releasing her collections versus like the traditional fashion timetable format. Most of the time, her website is the only place you can buy Fenty Maison. And Rihanna decided to abandon the old luxury distribution model in favour of a like supreme like drop strategy and a direct-to-consumer online sales. And this is because when she sees something, according to this article, she wants to buy it right then and there. And for the most part, the drops are monthly. And interestingly, they are idiosyncratic because that, according to this article, is a reflection of Rihanna's style. If you want to start your own fashion business, this fashion cycle is something you need to consider. When I started my fashion business, my items were designed to be more seasonless and made to order pieces, and that gave me space then to manage the pace of my new designs and the transition of fabrics and with minimal waste. So it's not just how you are going to start your fashion business, but how your fashion business will work over time that you need to keep in mind, and how can you make your business work for your costs, your customers, the environment, and you as well. So I'd love to hear more about any ideas that you have for your fashion business that you want to start, and any other brands that you'd like to mention that are doing something a bit different with a fashion timetable. I'm all ears, love to hear back from you.